Us Brits just love a day out, but please be sure to grab your brolly because it's quite likely raining. Whether it's enjoying your local footy team being thrashed again, knocked out of the FA Cup, a swift half down the local, a walk in the country, or even just nipping down the corner shop for a pint of milk and a packet of crisps, we love it. But one thing is missing. We'll get back to that later. If you're enjoying this British build, let me know with a thumbs up and an emoji in the comments below, cats or dogs. So grab your cup of tea, sit back and relax as we dive back into Kettlewick. And just before we do that, here's a word from our sponsor, NordVPN. Hugo's back and he's heading to the moon. Why, you ask? Well, what better place to get a bird's eye view of all the world's traffic problems so he can report them back to me for fixing. But while he's up there being bombarded by all the world's free Wi-Fi signals, because that's how it works, right? He needs to make sure to protect his data from malware, hackers and phishing scams. That's where NordVPN comes in. Sharing a personal example, I had a family holiday recently, lovely little cottage in the country, and I wanted to use their Wi-Fi to do some banking and web browsing. But I'm always conscious of safety and security, so I use NordVPN's free app, which I have installed on my tablet, my phone and my laptop. Right, so I've got the app up on my laptop. I'm just going to do a quick connect up the top here. There we go. We've got a nice connection to the UK. If you wish, you can use any of these other countries' servers that are available to you. And then what I also want to do is turn on threat protection. So I just turn these three on like this, and that's going to give me real-time protection against malware, trackers, and malicious downloads as well. Fantastic. Thank you, NordVPN. So to find out more, go to my link at nordvpn.com/Biffa, which gives you 4 months free, plus it's risk-free because you have a 30-day money-back guarantee too. Welcome back everybody. Lovely to see you. Hope you're all keeping well. Yeah, it's a very dull and cloudy day here in Kettlewick, but we've got some great plans and some fantastic comments from you lovely people. And one of our plans involves utilizing this piece of land here, and it's not for houses. But we'll get back to that a little bit later. Let's take a quick look at the comments that I picked out today with some fantastic suggestions. First of all, over here by our castle build from the last episode, Rowan Cooperus 4316 said, how about you name the castle Brewstone Castle to honour the brewing of tea? This was the most upvoted comment with the name. Fantastic idea. And there we go, Brewstone Castle. Thank you very much for that suggestion. And also in the last episode, just down the road from Cupton Bluff, we put this farm area together, which has got forestry, farming, it's got chickens, grain, wheat, the works. We're raking in the money with all of this now, sort of. But we've got this dairy in here. So we had Riddler Fish that said the farming area should be called Muller's Corner since they have the dairy house set up in it. That was a great idea as well. Let's just Muller's Corner. We all love those yogurts, don't we? Brilliant. So there we go. Any suggestions you get as we're playing, we always ask for name suggestions of our different builds. And we're certainly going to need that later when we come to this piece of land right here. So be sure to leave those in the comments. So one of the things I wanted to try out today, just along here from Brewstone Castle. Oh, by the way, I saw all the comments about the fence going across the road down here. We fixed that. Don't worry. Yeah, we've got this sort of road that goes up here, and I feel like this needs to look like a bit more of a dirty road. Then we've got this path through here that goes along the back out in the country, heads round our what's this called here, recycling centre is the word I'm looking for, and into this area. We're going to expand this path sort of out into the country as well, but it's just the plain sort of pavement path which doesn't really fit what I think would be in this area. And G87 has come up with some fantastic assets that we can use. So if we go into our asset editor or extra assets mod, net lanes, then go into roadway net lanes, and we get these options down here. Oh, I thought that was thunder. It's a bus just coming past. And we've got these dirt paths, which as you can see are various widths and thicknesses. And we've also got, there we go, those sort of dirt paths of various widths and thicknesses. Oh man, finding that hard to say. And we've got roads as well. These are made to be the right size to cover a road, but it's these paths that I want to have a look at. So the one I like is actually, I think it is one of these ones we used here, this one. Yeah, I like that one there. Now, it is supposed to go over the top, and it will cover over the top, but it sort of still leaves the pavement path underneath. But what I'm thinking of doing is drawing over the top with this. Oh, don't worry, we'll remove those off the path. None of those bushes are on the middle of the path earlier. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway. There we go. We'll take that all the way up to the end for now. Excellent. I mean, you could just leave it like that. And I thought the game's crashed. No, we're back in the room. That's good. That must have been an autosave. I'll have a quick sip of tea then. To be honest, we're all living our life on the edge using all these assets and things which aren't officially supported in the game at the moment. So you could just leave it like that. And now that I've actually put it out, I think I am just going to leave it like that. It looks okay. And where you sort of see the path underneath poking out, it fits in fine. Yeah, we're going to leave it like that. I'll go through and remove all of those bushes and trees that are on there, but that just adds a little bit of something, and I'm liking that asset. And then I'm thinking, what can we do for this road down here? Let's just get rid of that anymore, and maybe one of the roadway ones will just sort of add something to this. I'm sure some of you out there that do live in England, Scotland, Wales have been out to country houses or castles. You don't drive up necessarily a lovely, perfect, oh, that's too thin, these are dirt paths, yeah, a lovely, perfect road all the way up. It's always like a bobbly dirt road with a pothole. Oh, that's quite a nice one. That is quite a nice one. Let's maybe add some stones thrown in to sort of fill the potholes and all that sort of stuff. I don't think we're going to go to that extent with the detail, but one of these I think would look really good. Maybe not the dirt ones, but gravel ones I think for building sites would be nice. And that's a sand one, which is quite good. Yeah, one of these I think. I think what we'll do is we'll bring that up to the end like that, and then there's some decals that we can use to sort of try and have that as a transition. I'm hoping when we come out of that, all the stuff that was shown on the road will go. Yeah, so I've got the sort of the gravel one, and I think that fits in a lot better. So it looks, hey, I wouldn't stand there if I was you. It looks sturdy enough for the buses to go on. Yeah, and then we sort of transition to some tarmac here for when we get over there. Let's just have a look at the assets for finishing this off. So we go back into here, go to surfaces, no, decals, and then the stains decal, that's the one. And then we get these assets that are sort of made to finish this off, and there will be one that will fit this one, which is what we used. Oh, that's just perfect, isn't it? We just do that there. That sort of finishes that off at the end. Let's whiz all the way up here and do this. We go. Excellent. That transitions into the tarmac. Oh, I'm liking that. I am liking that. Let's just have a look here where the path connects up. I think that should be okay. Yeah, maybe just a little bit of a transition here as well. I'm assuming we've got path ones. Gravel road. Maybe it's just road. Road. I mean, to be honest, the same decal that we used before works quite well, just over the corner there. Yeah, excellent. We will go with that. Very good, very good. So before we get to building in our new area over here, we also put this hospital in the last episode. And if you remember, this is from the Eastern European pack, and I think this fits really well. But we need to sort of build this up a little bit more. It's just been plopped here in this field. We just needed it urgently in the last episode. So let's do a little bit of work on here and make this look a little bit more realistic. There we go. I think that looks much better as a complex. And you might have spotted in the little time lapse there that I took some extension wings from Find It. Now it has attached it to here, even though as far as I can tell, that isn't the same as these, because that adds a helipad. That one adds a building over there. It's a different shape. That one adds a little building up there. This one adds a building here. So none of these look like that, but just using the Find It mods and putting in extension, making sure we're on the main screen, gave us these options. And yeah, you can add these anywhere. And some of these were actually giving me the area of effect. Oh, there we go. We've unlocked milestone 11, big city. Fantastic. But yeah, well, that's something entirely different. So I like that because it adds that effect. So you've got the main hospital here, then you've got some extra clinics at the back here. They've all got their own parking. They've got access with paths if you want to get round there. And yeah, I like adding those little buildings in there. Looking good. Got some more parking over here, sort of overflow parking from the main car park. And then we've got this building over here as well, which is the practice clinic. And I think that is an upgrade to one of the other hospitals as well. But I just sort of found that in the list as a clinic. And I thought, again, that's like an extra building. Maybe there could be office buildings that are attached to the hospital, other wards, that sort of thing. And then this one here is low density offices. Yeah, that's right. So we've got a bit of office space in there as well. Just a bit of a park space out the front, somewhere where people can sit, little ornamental garden sort of thing you can walk around. And you might by the fields and stuff anyway. So there we go. I'm liking that. That's good. Still got a bit of space in between these two if we wish to add something else at the future, but at the minute it's just got some trees and stuff. So that will do. Right. So how about we come... Oh my goodness. What's going on down here? Oh, somebody's had a crash on their bike. You're still on the bike, sir. You are fine. And this one over here, I think, was just traffic. Ooh. We are getting busy. I think what's happening is a lot of people are coming in and they're taking this one in instead of taking this one in, which is the main road, which is a little bit annoying because quite often this will be closest if they're coming up there or heading over here. It's almost like a distance thing. I'm just wondering whether we could have this little section at the end as coming out and then just make the traffic go down the main road. That'll be this one here, won't it? Let's upgrade that. Yeah, I don't want to upgrade the whole thing all the way down because we've got buildings and things people need access to. So I'm going to just do that there just to cut that. And then we're going to take that one there and say that's just for coming out. Then we'll delete that. So people can still get through to here. These houses might struggle a little bit, but I'm sure they'll make do. So then we're not going to have people going in there. They're all going to be coming in this way. Now I'm wondering whether to make that any bigger or whether we should just be okay. We've only got one left turn now here. Yeah, I'm going to expand that. We're going to add in this. Let's upgrade. Let's get that in the middle. And then we should have... Oh, we're still going to get one left. Oh, that's an asymmetric road anyway. If we do that one, we're going to get one left. I want to get two left. So we could do that. That's fine. And then we can use a mod, can't we, to sort of play with that. Let's grab the lane connector tool. And we can't because it's a roundabout. Darn you, game. So we've still got one left, but at least now we've got a lane for straight on, which sort of continues through and out the city. So yeah, we'll go with that. That should be all right. And then we'll just keep an eye on how the traffic goes. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Just before we move on to this new little area that we've been talking about, I want to just check the old mass transit because I noticed some of the bus routes are getting really used. 129% bus line 6. Let's just make that blue. Oh, here we go. It's this one through here. Purple. Can we just get rid of that on the screen? So let's turn all of those off, but just leave that one on so we can see where it's going. So that one's coming down here, past all sorts field to the train station that we've got. Okay, so it's bringing people in from the train station all the way over to our bus terminal, which had a very clever name and I can't remember what it was. Double-decker depot. There we go. So maybe that one does need a bit of an increase. So let's get back into here. There we go. 129%. We've got 3 buses on there. Yeah. So let us change that one. 3, 4, 5. Let's add a couple on there. And then bus line 6. We could definitely name that, couldn't we? So did we actually name this train station? I don't think we did. No, okay. Give me an idea, a name for this train station that we've got here at the back of all sorts fields. And then I'll look out for that comment and then we'll name that route going around there to the double-decker depot. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, how are the other ones looking in here? Let's just take a quick glance. Let's sort by usage. So counterclockwise route. So that one is in here, isn't it? Yes, that one's going around there. So we are going to just add maybe... We've got 2 buses on there. Let's make that 3. There we go. I think that will be good. Very nice, very nice. Back to the usage. Sort by usage. Yeah, so that's that one. That one's okay. 90%, 90%. I think after that will be okay. So we'll go with that one. Bus line 6. Oh yeah, it's dropped to 59 because we've added buses. Yeah, good. All right, and then the train station. I mean, the train is literally a very small internal train. Usage, yeah, very low. Not too concerned about that. Excellent. Right, well, let's take a look. Oh man, the traffic. They're complaining about the traffic. Is it like 1? No, we've got 2 lanes for straight on, only 1 for right. Yeah, that's what's happening. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? Oh, am I going to mess this up? That's what I don't want to do. I want to give right... I don't want that to go straight on. I want this to go straight onto both lanes. So you get a left and a straight on, and right gets its own lane. And then what you'll probably see, hopefully, once we've had a couple of iterations of the lights and everybody's sorted themselves out. Yeah, I'm not sure whether that was a good idea, because what I can see happening is down here at this junction, look, everybody's moving over because now there's only one straight over. So yeah, we're not going to do that. I've changed my mind. So let's put it back to how it was, and then hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, now they're using both lanes. I mean, I could add an asymmetric road in there, but we're just going to go with what we've got. Unfortunately, we have a bush in the road. That is never a good thing. If I could get to it. Where is it? Where is it? I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. No, that's not the car, is it? Oh, no, I don't want to delete a car. There it is. Oh, no. Oh, the person survived. Oh, well, that's good. Where's the bush? There it is. The bush be gone. There we go. Please don't get run over. No, they got out of the way in time. Cool. Right. Let's head on over to this piece of land and see what we're going to do with this. Here we go. This is the piece that I want. So we are going to add in here a sporting venue, a small sporting venue, but one that is very typically British. Right. First of all, we need to make some space. There we go. I think that should be okay. Let's just move the Move It mod back out of the way. There we go. I think this will be enough space. Now we're going to need some access in here. Just looking at the roads that we've got. So this is a closed set off by itself. We could have a separate access that comes in round here. A little bit of parking. And then we're going to get into what we're building. And I think this is a good spot to have it. So it's at the back of the farms, out the way, far enough from the main road. So no balls are hit into the wrong place. I'm just going to sort of lay this out with some basic roads first of all, and then might come back and sort of change things up a bit. Let's turn off the... There we go. Let's turn off the Anarchy mod. We're going to do that. Then this is probably going to be some parking. I don't think we have it in this one here. Isn't there some medium gravel parking? I think this would be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so that's going to go like that. Okay, well, let's just bring this road up to here a bit. Just see what this looks like. So it's very, very basic gravel parking, which I think is absolutely perfect for this. So let's pick of that and add a couple more. There we go. That'll do. And then we're going to come off this road, and this is where we're going to have our build. And what we're going to do is use one of these EU parking cross lines down here. I'm just trying to see which one of these might be better. There's that one, and there's that one. Let's just have a look at them. They look exactly the same. So we'll just use one of these. We are going to put a sort of circle in here. That is the idea. Let's go continuous and just see how this would work. I'm deliberately not lining it up to be a perfect circle. If I went sort of there and then round to there, that snaps on. Yeah, that looks good to me. Very good, very good. And we're going to mess with the surface of this as well, which I haven't really picked which one we want yet. So let's have a look at our grass surfaces. Synthetic grass. Okay, let's just maybe try and see what that looks like. Oh man, that is too bright green. But I don't want anything that's sort of checkered. So I don't think any of these, and any of these pattern ones, they really are not what I'm looking for. Oh man, I'm going through all these different surfaces. There's quite a few. And this one here, I've completely missed these ones. Oh, these look great for the farms that are around here. Look at these. What are those? Just reminding myself of that. These look great. Not any good for this, but for the farms and things, we are definitely going to go through and what are these blank ones? Oh, there we go. Carrot hedge, does that say? Oh, yes. Oh, these are brilliant. Oh, I'm going to come back and use a load of those. Well, I'm going to keep searching for what I want. Anything that says grass on it, I'm trying it out because I want a grass texture that isn't too messed up, but just isn't too like flat grass like these ones. I'll be back in a sec if I find something. Well, I'll tell you what we do. I've got these, well, not those farm field ones, but these ones here are a possibility. But what we're actually going to add into here, if we remove that and type in cricket. There we go. So we have some of these cricket pitches, which if we hold them very still and they level out, there we go. We can add those into the middle of this area. We are making a cricket pitch, and that is roughly about the distance you'd be away from that, the boundary. But I'm just sort of thinking which one of these is going to fit really well. And there's like muddy ones, new ones, old ones, all ones of different colours. Yeah, I quite like these ones that are all a bit scruffy. So let's pop one of these down in the middle and just sort of see what it looks like. So that is, that is just totally basic. There's nothing else going on there, is there, with that one? Okay. Is this one the same? So all that's got in there is the blue lines. Yeah, maybe that isn't what I want then. Maybe something, let's just plop them all down and have a look. And that might be easier. I mean, this one on the end here is pretty good. I like that. These are a bit too pale. That's a bit too green. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that one at the end. Yeah, so it's between these two. I think we're going to go for this one, which is the plain grass surface, just because I think the colour is nice and not too bright. So I'm going to have to go around the outside of this. Oh man, I wish there was an easier way to do this, but there isn't. Get this all lined up, and hopefully it looks okay in the end. Tell you what we might do as well is add a bit of a texture around the end. We're going to get some trees around this anyway. Going to make it look like it's been here for a long time. That is the idea. We could always add another white line going around. Normally it'd be like rope, wouldn't it, on the ground or something like that. So something the ball could hit and bounce off of. But we go with what we've got. Oh, I think we've got to the end. Let's match that up and have a look. Yes, there we go. That looks good. Excellent, excellent. And then we can add some decals. Oh, yeah, we can add some decals where they run down to bowl the ball. There will be something in here that's good, I'm sure. Actually, I think that looks quite good. Just a very small decal like that. And that's gonna be sort of where they run. So we're going to assume they've got left-handed and right-handed bowlers. Ah, darn it. Okay, we'll get that sorted. That's fine. It was this one here, wasn't it? Let's pop that back in. Yep, there we go. Excellent. That looks good. Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to sort of scuff up this surface a bit, but because we've already put this big green patch on here, we can't draw any more over the top. So we're literally looking at decals. I think this one is quite a good one, just to sort of mess up the edges a little bit. So I'm going to just place a few of these, maybe overlap it a bit, mixing around a bit and see how this looks. Yeah, and then we need something going down the middle as well. I mean, that's a bit too wide. Let me have a look through these and see what I can find. Oh, grief, no, not that. To be honest, I think that is probably it. That is probably what we're going to do. And that looks like it's used. It's got the marks where the bowler will run down here, where the batsmen are going to run up and down. Yeah, it's dirty, it's used. I think that's good. I'm going to remove all these surfaces. I'm going to add some trees around here. Then we're going to have a little stadium. Well, not even a stadium. It's just going to be like a stand down here. There is going to be one I think we can use. If we look at stands and scroll down to the bottom, yeah, one of these, but these very, very basic ones where it's just got the steps coming up and that's it. And I'm thinking of adding in, I'm assuming these are going to sort of change color, or are they going to stay the same? Let's just pop like 3 in over here, and then at the back we're going to have some food stands and things like that. And I reckon that is literally going to be it, looking into this area. Yeah, okay, well, let's spend a little bit of time detailing this up and see what we can get it looking like. Well, the cricket matches between Kettlewick and nearby Cupton Bluff will be legendary, with their local rivalry later spilling over into the nearby pub for an after-game pint or three to hash out all the details. We need a new name for the cricket ground, so let me know in the comments below. Something cricket, British chocolate biscuit related. I'm sure you'll come up with a winner. Thank you for watching, and please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode of Kettlewick.